magical
madness.
Happy Coffee Talk Friday.
Happy Coffee Talk Friday.
It is Friday and we have a coffee talk, just a little short Disney themed discussion is what coffee talks are all about.
Yes.
So, grab your coffee.
Try to keep them short and sweet.
Yes, it will be short and sweet this one, but it'll be sweet. This one, I would say, is going to be bittersweet.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, we'll talk about that. But grab your coffee and join us in this conversation we're going to have about Muppet Vision 3D.
Let's go.
So, we're also going to talk about like Muppet Courtyard too, just all of that Muppets area, but it's no longer exists anymore. So, we're going to talk about it because it's no longer
It's going
there.
away.
It's gone.
Oh, it's gone now?
Yeah, it's gone.
Wow. I didn't realize they were getting rid of it that quickly after we went.
Yeah. So it closed in June, the beginning of June. I don't know the exact date. Maybe it was June 9th or
So we lucked out then.
something. Yeah, that sounds like the right date. Don't know if that's the exact date, but it was that first week of June that it closed. So Muppet Vision 3D. It was your very first time experiencing Muppet Vision 3D. So
It was.
Can you
My
tell?
third time at Disney, and I've never even gone over in that section.
No, and Hollywood Studios is our favorite park too.
Yeah.
So we do like to spend some time at Hollywood Studios. So
We
what
do.
did you think about Muppet Vision 3D, the actual experience, the actual show?
I really enjoyed that section of the park.
Yeah. Okay, so you want to talk about Muppet Courtyard first.
Sure.
So Muppet Courtyard, it was like a whole like area of Hollywood Studios that was all themed to Muppets. So you have like Miss Piggy, her as a fountain, and it's the fountain that's from the show. Like it's her from the show,
Mhm.
but as a fountain. And then like if you go around back outside of the theater, there was like a big Kermit the Frog that was up there in his tuxedo.
Yeah.
And just like all these like it was very Muppets. So if you've ever watched any of the Muppets, you know it's just pure chaos and cute and funny. That was what Muppet Courtyard was. And then back there they also had Pizza Rizzo and then Mama Melrose. So they had two different restaurants back there too.
Yeah.
So I've actually never gone to either of these, so I don't know really anything about them.
Yeah.
They're closed now, so can't go.
Yeah. No, those would have been fun to try out.
Yeah, Pizza Rizzo, I think is.
Yeah, Pizza Rizzo.
Pizza Rizzo,
I
that's
remember
the
that name.
right one. Yeah. That's rat pizza, so that's kind of that's the theme of Muppet Courtyards, all Muppets. I don't think there's not really anything like it. Like there's everywhere you turn there is very like there's a Muppet hidden gem like or like something that you're not going to find anywhere else. And it's kind of the same way inside of the theater. So like when you walked into the theater, we didn't actually wait very long. So we didn't really get to appreciate it like when you went in.
We walked right in.
Right in, yeah. They were already we kind of like just got into the show.
Yeah.
But when you're going into the show, they have this whole room. It would be like your backstage area of a theater, and it was
It's
filled.
like your waiting room.
Yeah, it was filled with all of these just like Muppet hidden gems. Like there's, I believe that this is where like the Jim Henson Muppet is at or was at. Like there was an actual Muppet version of him. But you have all of it's just again pure chaos, but all Muppet stuff and just all of these different props from like the Muppet show.
Mm-hmm.
And this is like the only place that you could see something like that. So
yeah,
sad that it's gone, but it was a really cool experience that you could do.
It was.
And then as far as like the actual show, I know. So one thing about this show, I laugh a lot in general. I knew that it was funny because it was Austin's first time going in there and he laughed out loud like maybe like 3 times.
Yeah.
I was like, yes, this is actually a good show.
No, yeah, I thought they did a great job. I liked a lot of the like they were very emphasizing the 3D part, so they would and
Yeah.
they knew it was 3D.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. And so like you would have like Gonzo when like at one point he's like pushing something out of a door to
right,
like
yeah,
make sure it's 3D, and then the door opens while he's doing that. And he's like, "Oh, hi Kermit." Like
yeah,
it's like very Gonzo. And um the this isn't like a 4D theater. It wasn't like a 4D theater, but it was at the same time because there's animatronics that are happening that are up
yeah.
in like
The pit,
yeah,
the penguin pit or whatever.
yep, they had the penguins where all of the penguins were doing the band.
Mm-hmm.
So that pit area.
Orchestral stuff.
Yeah, and then you also have like Waldorf and I'm forgetting the other guy's name. The two old men
Yep.
that are just like the comedic relief of the whole show. They are animatronics up in like a theater booth, or I'm blanking on what that name
Yeah,
is.
like
too. A box.
Yeah.
That's what it's called. Yeah, a theater box like up in the top.
like a VIP type.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're just like making jokes the whole time, basically how they don't want to be here. And then at the end, they're like, we can't leave. We're nailed to the seats.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And it's just really funny. And then, like, even during the show, there's stuff that happens in the very back of the theater. Like, if you've gone into like Mickey's PhilharMagic, they have something very similar where Donald Duck's in the back.
Mm-hmm.
This one, they have the Swedish Chef in the back, and I think there's like an explosion in the back at one point, and there's explosions all through the theater too. So like
Yeah.
the whole theater is destroyed by the end, which is so fun. I and I think this was just like it was a fun break from the park, honestly.
No, it was.
That's
for sure.
what I liked about it.
Yeah.
And so this was one that I went on it because my mom really wanted to do it. Like went and watched it because my mom really wanted to. And then I think we just missed it. Like the few times that you'd went.
I don't
like,
even remember talking about it.
No, it wasn't like a priority thing. And we just missed it. Like we just didn't go do it, and we made sure that we did it this time because we knew you had never gone and seen it before.
And we knew it was going away.
Yeah.
So it was like, let's make sure to hit this.
Yeah.
Because this will be
And then so we did
my
kind
first
of,
and last.
yeah, we did kind of take a moment to kind of like walk back there and like really appreciate Muppet's Courtyard too. And I wish that we would have gotten in there a little bit earlier so we could have really appreciated that room where all of the like there's just a lot of props and stuff in there that like you kind of have to take time to look at. But we just got in really quick, so
Yeah.
so we couldn't do that. But honestly, super great. It was a super great break from the heat. I'm glad that Hollywood Studios just opened up 2 other shows to like because this one's going away. I'm glad that they have other shows that are still going on still.
Yeah.
Because like without that one, that is something that's needed, especially at that park.
Right.
Like especially with all of the large attractions they have, like we need something like that. So it's sad to see it go away, but not gone forever. Muppets will be back. We were told that Rock and Roller Coaster will get rethemed.
Yep.
So I'm pretty excited about that. So I know that Disney Plus came out with a show that's like a Muppets, like kind of based on the band. I think it's called, I feel like it's called Muppets Mayhem.
Okay.
I think it's a show. I could be wrong about that. It's either a show or a movie, but just recently came out the last couple of years. And it's about, it focuses around the band.
Okay.
So
they're still going to have that whole side of the ride?
I think they're
going
to have the whole music side, but I think it's going to be Muppets. And I'm really hoping like those props that were in like that area, especially like things that were like Jim Henson, like things that he did, are brought into like that area. So it's not like gone forever. it would be really sad if this is just like put in the archives, like especially
Yeah.
if they're retheming that ride
Right.
to Muppets. But I'm wondering if they are going to have the same pre-show, like the same type of concept with that pre-show, but it's Muppets.
Yeah, I mean, it would save them a lot of work
Yeah.
to still kind of keep that vibe, but change it to Muppets, so
L-
you don't need to just completely demolish everything.
Yeah,
But who
like that
knows?
whole like studio room.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if that's going to be just like the band and Animal's going to go wild. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
I think everybody would be happy. I'm happy with that.
Right.
Animal's my favorite, which makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
um, but I just think that that is the perfect ride to have be Muppets, especially when like it would be sad if Muppets was going away forever. I think this would be much sadder if that was like the case.
Yeah.
Because I feel like Muppets fit so well in Hollywood studios.
It does, honestly.
Yeah, like it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm glad that at least it's just going over somewhere else. So we just won't get it for a period of time.
Yeah. And we were too surprised that they didn't have any sort of like gift shop or
Oh,
anything like that.
yeah, they didn't have any gift shop. And I'm hoping when it goes over to Rockin', because Rockin' has a whole gift shop, like that gift shop better be Muppets.
Yeah.
Because they had these, I don't know if they've always had these out, but they had all of these plushes that were all Muppets that we couldn't buy it anywhere.
Yeah.
I'm like, I want to buy these. I want to buy this specific animal one.
Right.
But you couldn't buy them anywhere. And so I would be a very missed opportunity if that gift shop is not turned into
I feel like it would
a
have to
Muppets
be. I
gift
don't know
shop.
what else. Yeah, they'd have to turn it into that.
Yeah. But that was just a little bit about Muppets Courtyard, Muppet 3D coming to that area. Why this is being removed is that area is turning into Monstropolis. Which going back there again, it does not seem big enough to make this into Monstropolis, what they are saying it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
To
Or
have
can they expand it?
I'm assuming it has to be expanded somehow. Having a full roller coaster back there.
Mm-hmm.
I know they'll end up having like the restaurant back there. I mean, I'm assuming they'll have the sushi place, like the sushi restaurant that's in the actual movie, but I'm just confused on how they're going to with how it's set up right now. I just think that that whole building I think would have to be torn down.
Yeah.
Like the whole studio area, because you're not going to fit a roller coaster in there. So
Right.
I'm assuming it would have to be towards the back where like the restaurants are
And
at.
is it going to be an indoor roller coaster? I would assume.
Yeah, I think so. I think it is because I think it's like taking place.
When you think about it, I didn't realize, or I didn't really like notice, or I don't know, but every roller coaster really but one is like inside. Because you have Tron that's outside,
But half of it's inside.
right? Like every
Seven
almost-
Dwarfs is outside.
Oh,
and
wait.
Big Thunder.
Yeah, you're right.
But that's
What am I
not
doing?
that's not very many of them.
No.
A lot of them are
Most of them are
outside.
inside.
Inside, yeah. Yeah, I think that's pretty accurate.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I think it makes sense though for Florida.
Slinky Dog is outside.
Slinky Dog is outside.
Whenever I
So
you know
maybe
what? I
like
think they're all inside, and then you say that, and then all the outside ones come to your mind.
maybe half of them are inside.
I still think most of them are inside, but
Maybe
there is another outside. Seven Dwarfs, and there's another one though that's outside that I'm trying to think of.
well, Big Thunder's outside
Big
too.
Thunder. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the one. Yeah.
Big Thunder, that Slinky Dog. So Tron's half outside. So would you count that as inside or outside?
Inside. But then you have Guardians. You have
Space
Mountain.
Mountain.
You have the Aerosmith one.
Yeah, rockin'. So it's half.
It's about half. Yeah.
So it's not most of them, but it will be.
All the
most
good
of
ones
them.
are inside. I'll say that.
It will be most of them once the Monstropolis one comes.
Mm-hmm.
But that is what Muppets Courtyard will turn into. So I'm excited. I'm pretty excited to see what that like is going to look like. I love Monsters Inc. I also love the Muppets. So I'm just happy the Muppets aren't going away.
Yeah.
Also, side note, I just watched the Great Muppet Caper for the first time ever, and that is I think my favorite Muppet movie right now.
Nice.
Like, but it was the Wizard of Oz Muppets. That's been my favorite forever. I just can't like watch anything. I just watched this one, and this one is so funny. I think you would actually like it. How funny it is. I don't know if you'd like it just because of how old it is.
Oh,
So
probably.
yeah, but like very funny.
Yeah.
That's it. But thank you for joining us
Yeah.
for our little talk about Muppets and Muppets Vision 3D, which is now done. But
Rest in peace.
we were happy while it was there.
Yeah.
So if we'll be back on Monday for a regular episode, and then back next Friday for another coffee talk. Who knows what it's gonna be?
Who knows? It could be anything.
It could be any Disney topic, and that's why they're fun.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Thanks for listening. Watch us on YouTube. Listen to us anywhere you find a podcast. And yeah, thank you.